The Four Diamonds Mini-THON program continues to grow each year and raise money to conquer childhood cancer. Today, we'll take you behind the scenes of how students are trained to put their school's mini-thons together. And happening right now, get your questions answered about the Four Diamonds Mini-THON program during our live web chat. Go to abc27.com/mini-thon chat right now to submit your question. Good afternoon. Thanks for being with us for our special edition of Good Day PA. I'm Amy Kem. This is an exciting year for Four Diamonds. Deborah Pinkerton is here to share the news with us. Deborah.
Thanks, Amy. This year marks the 25th anniversary of the start of mini-thons being held in schools across Pennsylvania and in some neighboring states. Now nearly 300 schools hold mini-thon events, and every August they unite in Hershey. One by one, students and their mini-thon advisors pack into the Hershey Lodge. They're here for a couple of reasons. One is to celebrate the amount of money raised from holding mini-thon events in their schools this past year. $7,036,586.82. More than $7 million, the most raised in a single year. 17-year-old Brian Weinsheimer helped reach that goal. He's in charge of the entertainment at J.P. McCaskey High School's Mini-Thon.
Volunteer so I can give back to people who gave to me.
Four Diamonds supported Brian and his family when they needed it the most.
I was diagnosed with a brain tumor in the center of my brain when I was 6 years old. I went into for a 7-hour surgery and I got out 90% of the tumor, 6 rounds of chemotherapy, and then radiation, and then gamma knife to blast away the rest of the tumor.
Brian's family never saw a medical bill.
The mission for Four Diamonds is to conquer childhood cancer, and we do that in 3 ways. Number one, we make sure that any child that's being treated for cancer at Penn State Children's Hospital never sees a bill. We also make sure that we support an entire team that helps to take care of the psychological, the social, the spiritual, and the emotional needs of the family. And the final thing, and probably one of the most important things that Four Diamonds does, is to fund groundbreaking research to help find better, safer, more effective treatments, and ultimately a cure for all childhood cancers.
So what we do is we start the year, the advisors set goals, we have goals for ourselves.
Another reason why students meet here every year is to gain inspiration and education for their upcoming mini-thon events.
We want people to work in Hershey Park, so we created a graphic with a lot of colors.
Kathleen McGraw from Hershey Entertainment Resorts stresses the importance of social media.
As everyone knows, it's an incredibly important channel to share your information. So today I just want to talk about have fun with it and idea share and try different things and really be consistent in getting your message out.
But we want to start off by figuring out who the event is for.
Dustin Imhoff is a professional event designer at Shoemaker PDT in Lancaster.
We're really talking with the students about the finer points of event planning and some really inexpensive, easy ways to design their spaces for their mini-thons.
Make sure that your school uses Democrat.
18-year-old Tucker Haas is a senior at Central York High School. He shares his personal story with his peers. Doctors diagnosed him with cancer when he was 2 years old.
My mom was rocking me to sleep one night, and she found a bump behind my right ear. Up at Hershey, they found out that it was cancerous.
5 years filled with surgeries, countless radiation treatments, and chemotherapy.
So it makes it easier when people get an email saying...
Now Tucker is an organizer for his school's mini-thons.
It feels good to be able to help the kids that are in the hospital, just like the people that helped me when I was in the hospital, and to be able to know that I'm making a difference in families' lives and the kids' lives is pretty amazing.
These students and advisors have been here all day, lots of hours spent learning. Now they are geared up and ready for another season of hard work, laughter, and fun. All the time knowing that their efforts leave a lasting impression on all of the children and their families who walk through the doors at Penn State Children's Hospital. This year, the students raised more than $600,000 compared to last year. And as you could see, Brian and Tucker, they are doing well. Amy?
Well, thank you so much, Deborah. That was so neat to watch the students learning how to do this together. Joining us is the Executive Director of Four Diamonds, Suzanne Graney, and also Kristen Massengarb, the Director of Four Diamonds Mini-THON. Suzanne, first, can you just really summarize what is Mini-THON?
Oh, sure. It's a leadership development program for youth. We had 90,000 students participate, and what they're doing is learning teamwork and creativity and school collaboration through empowered philanthropy, making a difference in the lives of kids who are fighting cancer and raising a tremendous amount of resources for Four Diamonds while they're doing that.
Gosh, it's about so much more than just holding a little event. This is just tremendous. How do the students really benefit?
So there's a lot of benefits to students that participate in Mini-THON. First of all, Mini-THONs are really fun, high-energy events. So students are excited to participate. And students are excited about the cause of conquering childhood cancer. And the Mini-THON program gives them an avenue and a voice to be able to do that, to rally their student body, to rally their school community around this really important cause. And it's teaching students lifelong skills and about giving back and community service. You know, I've met a lot of wonderful students through this program, and I can tell you, these are students that are going to be great leaders and philanthropists in their communities.
It's just so wonderful. So the students are getting so much, and in the process, of course, you're raising all of this money to fight childhood cancer. You know, how does this benefit the local communities?
Oh, sure. Just this past year, Mini-THON raised $7 million, and over the course of the 25 years has raised $36 million for Four Diamonds to help us fight conquer childhood cancer. And we're able to direct those dollars. 3/4 of our funding is directed to research every year, and really that is so vital because that provides hope to a family when a traditional treatment is not working. We're also still able to cover 100% of the cost of care that's not covered by insurance for all of our kids who are fighting cancer, making it possible for families to focus on their children while they're going through this really difficult fight and not worry about paperwork and not worry about the financial piece of this.
Up until this moment, I've been a little naive, honestly, as to what, ignorant as to what Mini-THON is. This is absolutely tremendous. And in the process, it's kids helping other kids, raising millions of dollars. It's wonderful. Does this happen outside of Pennsylvania too?
Yes, it does. I mean, we've been really excited about the growth of the Mini-THON program over especially the last 7 years. Last year alone, we had 283 schools that held a Mini-THON event to benefit Four Diamonds in 8 different states. So it's not just Pennsylvania. It's students in Florida, Connecticut, Virginia, Maryland. I mean, this is a movement of young people that want to make an impact and help us conquer childhood cancer.
What a beautiful impact it is. It is so great. You're going to stay with us. We're going to talk with you again later in the show. But right now, we are going to turn things over to Christina Butler. She's at our live Mini-THON web chat. Christina.
Hi, Amy. Our web chat opened right at 12:30, and questions have really been pouring in. Go to abc27.com/Mini-THON chat to get your question in. Joining us now is Communications Manager for Four Diamonds, Kelly Walker. Here is one of the questions that we've already received. Is Mini-THON part of the Penn State Dance Marathon, commonly known as THON?
The Mini-THON dollars that are raised each year are not included in the total raised by the Penn State Dance Marathon each year. In fact, since 1993, Mini-THON has actually raised $36 million to benefit Four Diamonds directly and all of the children and families that we serve.
Wow, $36 million. Okay, thank you, Kelly. Keep your questions coming. Remember, just go to abc27.com/Mini-THON chat. Amy, back to you.
Thank you, Christina. We'll share more web chat questions later in the show. But coming up next, you'll find out how 2 college freshmen are benefiting from Four Diamonds years after their cancer diagnosis. Their story is coming up next on this special edition of Good Day PA on ABC 27. Welcome back to the special Good Day PA. Money raised from Mini-THONs helps cancer patients in so many ways, even after children and young adults beat cancer. For them, the focus shifts from immediate care to lifelong management. Christina Butler is here now with a look at what survivorship clinics mean to patients. Christina.
Hi again, Amy. Survivorship Clinic is just that. It's for kids and young adults who have survived cancer, but now face other challenges. One worry they don't have, though, is paying for it. Brittany Wagner and Ashton Zilhart are your typical college freshmen. But they share a connection most young adults don't. They both tackled cancer as children. They were friends growing up in Berks County. Today, they come back to Hershey Medical Center together as survivors for clinic.
It's amazing because you never know what you're going to be thrown. Like, you don't know what's coming at you, but when you come here, they already know what to ask you.
They have most of the survivorship clinic children in on the same day, so you get to see all these other kids who are also grown up and who are also kind of going through the same thing as you.
Like many pediatric cancer patients, the treatments that saved their lives can also have lasting effects.
The care doesn't stop at just curing the cancer. The care goes on to make sure that the therapy that we gave to cure the cancer does not cause major health problems. So the care then focuses on preventing the therapy-related complications and screening for them on time.
Without Thons and Four Diamonds, these follow-up care bills could pile up. A crippling side effect that's avoided thanks to dancers.
So in the survivorship clinic, they come in and they get all of what they need in one place. If they need tests on their heart or information for making adjustments at school, if they're having memory issues, they get all of this testing in our clinic in one place, and it's all paid for. If we didn't have Four Diamonds and Thon, Mini-THON, all of those things, our kids could have thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars of medical bills per year.
The amount of care that can be provided to kids just because of the sheer energy, the enthusiasm, and the will of these amazing kids, and we are forever grateful to them.
It's why returning here after they are cured is something Brittany and Ashton look forward to year after cancer-free year.
It's always been like more just, are you healthy? How's your heart doing? Are you looking to have kids in the future? That was the most recent time. And I never thought about that before. Like, I never thought how having cancer could affect my ability to have kids, but it puts you at like a higher risk.
Looking out for different like long-lasting side effects or different remission milestones, or thinking about my future or how it's going to affect my everyday life as an adult, or worrying about having kids or just different grown-up stuff like that, which I never thought about before when I was just a kid in the hospital.
So all of these things that we're doing in clinic is to, make sure that they can advocate for themselves and be proactive with their health care and take care of themselves. We worked very hard to save their lives when they were younger. They went through a lot. We want to make sure that they stay healthy for years to come. That's very important to us.
It's just exciting to be on the other side and live that life that I didn't know if I was going to.
The average length of time a patient is in the survivorship clinic is about 10 years. Many patients can go bill-free until they are 30. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. Suzanne Graney and Kristen Massengarb from Four Diamonds are still with us. Kristen, we mentioned earlier in the show how 3/4 of the money raised goes towards research. Why is that so crucial?
Well, research really is our only hope for a cure. And thanks to the support from Mini-THONs, Thon, and the community, Four Diamonds is able to support 7 labs and more than 80 researchers. And they're conducting clinical trials to help us hopefully find some new treatments and drugs that will offer less side effects for our patients. And our researchers are collaborating with scientists and doctors at institutions across the world. So what's happening here in central Pennsylvania is going to benefit patients around the world.
I mean, let's talk about how that research benefits folks. You have a story about a research in a young girl.
Oh, sure. So Zara was 3 months old when her mom felt something in her tummy, and it turned out that she had neuroblastoma, which is a childhood cancer of the nerve cells. She went through pretty extensive treatment, but her type of cancer had a high likelihood of happening again. And her family was thrilled to be able to have an opportunity to put Zara on a clinical trial that was open at Penn State Children's Hospital that increased the likelihood that she would beat her cancer. We're happy to say now she's 3 years old, she's in remission, she's enjoying preschool and enjoying having a new baby brother.
Oh, isn't that just absolutely wonderful? I mean, how many childhood cancer patients have you been able to help through those clinical trials?
Well, we have 60 different clinical trials that are open right now at Penn State Children's Hospital, and it provides hope to those that are not responding to traditional care methods. And that's the most important thing, giving them another opportunity to fight this and look to survival.
Kristen, Mini-Thons, it's your thing. If somebody's watching and thinks, hey, I want to start a Four Diamonds Mini-Thon, I think my child's school should do this, how can they do that?
Well, we would be super excited to help anyone start a mini-thon at their school. So they can go to our website at fourdiamonds.org, or they can call our office and speak to a staff member who will walk them through the steps on how to bring mini-thon to their school and talk to them about the resources and support our office can offer them so that they can have a successful event to benefit Four Diamonds.
You know, and earlier you were mentioning how, like, you cover 100% of treatment for these kids. How does insurance play a factor there?
Oh, sure. We bill insurance first. Four Diamonds comes in at the end and fills in all the gaps that haven't been paid, making sure that our patients and their families are walking away without a bill for that care and taking up all of the burden of the paperwork away too.
What an incredible blessing for these children and their families. Thank you so much for sharing all of this with us today. Well, coming up next on Good Day PA, we're going to share more questions from today's Mini-Thon web chat. We'll be right back. As today's ABC 27 Mini-Thon chat continues, we check in now with Deborah Pinkerton.
Thanks, Amy. Kelly Walker is here answering our questions during this live web chat. So far, you've received about 20 questions so far. Here's one that came in earlier. Our school is interested in having a mini-thon. I know some of them take place in February and March. Are we restricted to these months, or can it be any time of the year?
Mini-thons can happen at any time during the school year. We typically see them in the spring because that allows students and advisors more time to plan. But again, they can happen anytime during the year. Regardless of when it is, we have an abundance of resources and staff support to ensure that these are events as successful as they can be.
Sure. Here's another question. My friend's school had a mini-thon last year and it lasted all night long. Are all mini-thons overnight, and how long do they need to last?
Mini-thons can last anywhere from a few hours to overnight, and that's what makes mini-thons so special, is that you can really customize the event to your student body to ensure that the event is inspiring and engaging to the whole community.
And here's our last question. Are mini-thons only for high schools, or can other schools participate? I would like to see my daughter's elementary school get involved. I know my daughter's middle school is actively involved. How about elementary?
Sure. Mini-thon is a leadership development program for students of all ages, and we love to see when our young members of the community want to get involved and give back, and we're very excited and honored to show them how to do that through Mini-thon.
Okay, Kelly, thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
To submit your question, go to abc27.com/Mini-Thon chat. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
ABC 27 News, your most accurate local forecast.
Welcome back. I thank everyone at Four Diamonds and Penn State Children's Hospital for today's special program, and all of the volunteers, students, teachers, and parents that give their time to this great cause. Our Mini-Thon web chat will run until 1:30 this afternoon, so you still have time to get your questions answered. And if your school is interested in starting a Mini-Thon, you can call Four Diamonds at 717-531-1370 or go to the website at fourdiamonds.org to get more information. And we want to mention this programming note for you. Next Wednesday night at 7:30, join us for the 10th anniversary show of Hope and Courage, a tribute to breast health. As always, thank you for being here, and make it a good day, PA.